All right, we get some breaking news now. We're still following those truckers fighting for their freedoms in Canada and around the world. And right here, right now, the U.S., a freedom convoy is set to depart from California to our nation's capital in just a couple of weeks to protest COVID mandates. Now, this, folks, is an exclusive right here on The Balance. We're about to get information about those plans. Please welcome Brian Bass. He's a trucker and co-founder of the Peoples Convoy. Maureen Steele, a national organizer with the convoy. Josh Yoder, he's a pilot and founder of the U.S. Freedom Flyers. And Dr. Ryan Cole is here. He's a co-founder of the Global COVID Summit. Thanks all for being here. Maureen, I'm going to start with you because you got some breaking news for us. You got some information about the U.S. version of the Canadian Truckers Convoy. Tell us about it.
Hi, Eric. Thanks for having us. Yeah, we do. We have a big announcement today. We are here to announce that the Global COVID Summit, the doctors of that, and the pilots of U.S. Freedom Flyers are joining hands with the truckers in the convoy. Some of them will be embedding in the convoy, and this is exciting. This is a slice of Americana, and that white collar and blue collar are joining hands, and we're all in this together.
Okay, great. Brian, now you're one of the co-founders of the convoy. Tell us what the plan is. What's your message?
Our message is kind of a couple there, but freedom, end the state and federal mandates, and the how do I say it? End the emergency power authorities. Remind Americans of their freedoms. You know, people have become too comfortable with government imposition on our freedoms. And then, of course, accountability. We want congressional hearings, and Americans deserve clarity.
Yeah, and Josh, I think this is fascinating. Pilots getting involved as well to support your fellow freedom-fighting patriots. Tell us why you guys got involved.
Yeah, absolutely. As everyone knows, the airline industry, we had really totalitarian orders that came down, mandating that we get the jab or lose our jobs. We stood up starting back in August, and it was very effective within our industry. The truckers and the doctors came to us and asked us if we would support the movement, and we just want to stand with them in solidarity. We believe that Americans deserve freedom. It's really frustrating to see that people have allowed, so much of our freedoms to be taken, and I think it's time that we all stand together as Americans. This isn't about pilots, truckers, or anyone else. It's really about the American people as a whole.
No doubt, and that's why we've been so extensively covering this, because it is about our freedoms, our hard-fought freedoms. We lost a lot of lives fighting for that flag and the freedoms that seem to be so quick. The dictators seem to be so quick to pull away in Canada and maybe in the U.S. Dr. Ryan, tell me about why doctors are getting involved in this.
We've been sharing the science. We've been sharing the challenges and problems with what's been going on, what's been suppressed, the way we've wanted to help and save lives, the dangers of experimenting on humanity with unproven gene shots. And so today, I'm not a doctor. I'm with the pilots, and all of us today are truckers. I have a big truck, a big rig on my farm, and I know Brian. He's a freedom-loving, just red, white, and blue through and through. This is a peaceful movement about bringing back those freedoms that, like you said, we fought for. This is about ending the emergency powers. This is about, the mandates, they're going to pull those back. They better, because the science supports pulling them back. But more importantly, like Brian said, accountability for what's gone on. So we're all truckers today, and I stand in absolute solidarity with
We are. I'm a trucker today, too. I'm with you. Brian, what type of turnout do you think you're going to get for this convoy?
I think you're going to see it grow as we move across the country. Initially, we're projected potentially a little over 1,000 trucks right at the gate, right where we start. But we'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, I project it to grow as we move across.
Now, Maureen, I want to talk to you a little bit, and you tell us what we can tell, because we told the world we're breaking some news here, folks. You guys have done some extensive work making sure that this thing is A, safe, B, secure, and C, I thought this was fascinating, making sure that if there's donations that come in, it's going to the right place and it's protected and no one's going to pull it away like they did with GoFundMe, et cetera. But also that no one from the outside comes in, and outside maybe some evildoers that want to get involved and put and muddy the message. How are you doing that, Maureen?
Well, that's why it's taken us a little bit longer to announce and go public, because behind the scenes, we have been able to really garner some of the best and brightest on our team to make sure that this convoy goes off without a hitch. We have, logistics specialists, tacticians. We're ensuring we have fuel. We've brought on Exemplar Financial, which has 7 offices throughout the country with lawyers and accountants that are overseeing our fundraising to make sure that's buttoned up, but it's also being held in a private bank. So our funds aren't going to be able to be frozen or hijacked. So all of these things, when we saw things unravel a little bit and go sideways in Canada, we were able to plan for that on our end.
Good for you.
During their cry for freedom.
Good for you guys. Good for you guys. And we're going to be with you. We're going to run with you this whole journey. And we'll talk a little bit later, maybe later in the week, about what the plan is, the route plan, and the timing on that. Brian Brace, Maureen Steele, Josh Yoder, and Dr. Ryan Cole, thank you all for being here, and good luck with your planning.
Thanks for having me.